And we're back for another episode. In this episode I'm going to be taking on Chimera as a summoner for the quest A Relic Reborn. So I found a group in the party finder, so let's do this. We do have a lot of summoners in this group, ironically, so we will see how well it goes. I'm using my Garuda Eggy for this. So we pull it all the way back here and up the hill to make it easier. And it's good that we have a lot of ranged in the group, so it means that we'll be able to avoid a lot of the abilities, but also it means as well that we have more DPS. So we haven't gone in with 2 tanks, we've just gone in with 1 tank, because that's all that's really needed. So just waiting for the tank to get into position before I start attacking. Try to generally stay away from other members, so here we go. Bio 2, Miasma, Bio, I'm going to do A for Flow and then Festa. And then Ruin, Ruin 2, and just rinse and repeat. So again, I'm going to renew the dots, so Bio 2, Miasma, Bio, Festa, so it's a good idea to try and hit Festa as often as possible if you're not taking any sort of damage. Okay, again just renewing my dots. Okay, so I just have to wait for A for Flow to be available again before recasting it, so I can start doing Festa again. Good idea to avoid the AoEs, obviously. Oh, my Garuda Eggy was taken out, so I'm going to do Swift Cast, Garuda Eggy. Okay, Festa again. Oh, jeez. This is why we move it right up the hill. So that not many people get hit by that. Okay, A for Flow again. I'm going to use Raging Strikes to increase my damage. Or Festa. Quick sustain on my pet, it's running kind of low. Away from exploding orbs. Okay. Paralyzed, that's what's interrupting my abilities. Almost dead. There you go, duty complete. Okay, good. So now we need to return the Illumina Salts to Geralt in North Shroud, so let's go. I do like the party finder, it's very useful for things like this. Almost there. So Geralt says, just a dozen more kettles and it's off to the Tav. You again. What in the seven hells do you want this time? So we're handing over the Illumina salts. It says, a fine grain form of the mineral Illumina found in the stomach of the Dhorme Chimera. It is believed the creature grinds chunks of Illumina ore with its powerful jaws, as well as the resulting powder to use as a catalyst for its fiery breath. And of course, the adventurer comes back triumphant. Should have bloody known that not even the Chimera would be able to put you out of your misery. Out of me misery. Hand over those Illumina salts and I'll get right to work. So there, the deed's done. I've squeezed every ounce of me skill to restore your weapon, and I think you'll agree it looks the part. Yet there's somewhat missing somehow, though I'm buggered if I know that. What? The piece just lacks a certain glow, as it were. We need to learn more about the relic. Literature surrounding the hero associated with it would be a fine place to begin, but I ain't exactly a scholarly, and I haven't the slightest inkling where to get my hands on such stuff. As much as I hate to say this, Rowena's probably the one to talk to. Thing is, I'd sooner shove hot kettles up me arse sideways than owe that thrice damned Harridan another debt. You're going to have to make yourself useful once again. Take yourself to Rowena and ask her for help, and return here once you've learned somewhat what might be of use. Okay, so we need to go to Revenant's Toll, so let's go. Okay, here's Revenant's Toll. And here is Rowena. So Rowena says, you're looking a bit more run down than before. You're dealing with Geralt taking their toll. Actually, forget I even asked. My mouth tastes of bile if so much as to think of that sorry specimen. So, is there something you need? Literature on the hero of old who once wielded your weapon. I reckon I can find what you need. I might take a bit of time is all. Of course, this ain't exactly a charity I'm running here. I can get you what you want, but you'll have to do likewise for me. I'll track down literature on Wii U, the Summoner Maiden of Legend. For your part, you're to bring me an Amtapor Glip. You'll find this inside Amtapor Keep, a ruined castle situated in South Shroud. Clear on the deal? Then run along and fulfill your part of it. Okay, so the next part will be to do Amtapor Keep, and you must do it as the class that you're doing the relic for, so in my case as a summoner. So anyway, that's it for this episode, and as always, goodbye from me and goodbye from Mithrie.